Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. General Hospital Tuesday, June 17 recap. Sasha gets wrong baby and loses it. General Hospital GH. Recap for Tuesday, June 17, reveals that Sasha Gilmore Corbin, Sophia Matson, got the wrong baby and lost it while Lulu Spencer's, Alexa Havens burning, birthday blunder angered Gio Palmieri, Giovanni Mazza. In Professor Henry Hank Dalton's, Daniel Goddard, Office, Emma Scorpio Drake, Braden Bruner, Bod Fawn, Bryce Durfee, and Jocelyn Jacks, Eden McCoy, Secret Romance. So she agreed to keep the secret and protect Vaughn's janitor job. However, Emma spoke to Jocelyn privately and warned that her silence would cost her. For starters, Emma wanted Jocelyn to get out of Professor Dalton's office and let her dig around. Jocelyn indeed left and planted a kiss on Vaughn at the Metro Court pool to continue their charade. After Jocelyn explained why Emma was now a problem, Vaughn talked about her flirting with Professor Dalton and potentially dragging Anna Devane, Finola Hughes, into this. Jocelyn urged Vaughn to join the animal rights group that Emma was part of. That way, Vaughn could convince Emma that he was a true believer and lead her down the wrong path. Back in Professor Dalton's office, he caught Emma with a file and waited for an explanation. Emma insisted she was just helping Jocelyn out with filing since she had to leave. After Emma got Professor Dalton's help with an equation, she pushed for time in the lab with him. Since Professor Dalton's sponsors would never allow that, he turned her down. Back at the pool, Gio insisted Lulu didn't have anything to be sorry for, but she still apologized for the traumatic way he found out about his parentage backstage at the nurses' ball. Lulu defended Dante Falconeri, Dominic Zamprogna, and even Brooke Lynn Quartermain, Amanda Seton, a bit, but Gio remained angry and upset. As Lulu explained how she found out Gio was Brooke Lynn and Dante's son, she mentioned his real birthday being May 15 as part of the story. That delivered another tough blow to Gio, since he didn't even know his own birthday. At the Quartermain mansion, Brooke Lynn pushed Marco Rios, Adrian Ancondo, for more help researching Britt Westburn, Kelly Thiebaud, and her stolen embryo mess. Brooke Lynn wanted to find out the facts and use this situation to get payback on Lulu. After spending some time at the batting cages with Dante and Sonny Corinthos, Maurice Bernard, Rocco Falconeri, Finn Kerr went back to the Q-Manse for his baseball mitt. That gave Rocco a chance to cross paths with Brooke Lynn and complain about Gio being mad at Dante when he should be mad at her instead. Rocco pushed Brooke Lynn to make Gio see that Dante wasn't as fault, but Brooke Lynn hinted about things being complicated. While Sonny reassured Dante about handling acting Justine Turner, Nazneen contractor, Marco made a phone call pushing for certain assurances in writing when it came to Natalia Ramirez, Eva Ramirez, and her testimony. At Aurora, Curtis Ashford, Donald Turner, handed Michael Corinthos, Rory Gibson, his resignation and explained that Drew Kane, Cameron Matheson, was blackmailing Portia Robinson, Brooke Kerr. That's why the coverage at Aurora had gone so easy on Drew. Michael tore up the resignation and pushed Curtis to do whatever necessary to protect his family. Since Michael was sure Drew would slip up, he suggested Curtis could strike when he did. At GH, Lucas Jones, Van Hansis, gave Willow Tate, Caitlin McMullen, a pep talk about Michael eventually granting her access to the kids. While Willow prepared to be discharged, Nana Reeves, Cynthia Watrose, blocked Drew from seeing her and said Willow was coming home with her instead. Drew vowed to rat Nina and Portia out over their Jacinda, Paige Herschel, plot if they made another wrong move. Later, Nina threatened to tell Willow about her fling with Drew, but he called her bluff since he knew she wouldn't traumatize her daughter with more bad news. Drew wanted Nina by Willow's side when he took her home to his place, so Nina reluctantly got on board. As for Portia, she had to convince Curtis to publish a piece about the miscarriage of justice in the custody case. When Portia went to Curtis with updates, he quickly caved in. In Sasha's hospital room, she talked to Carly Spencer, Laura Wright, and Felicia Scorpio, Christina Wagner, about going back to live at the Quartermain mansion with Daisy Gilmore Corinthos, Levi Clark Coughlin. The conversation shifted to Willow's custody loss and how she had to be hospitalized in the aftermath, so Sasha was concerned about her. A nurse brought a baby in and placed her in Sasha's arms, but she flipped out when she realized it wasn't Daisy. Sasha declared this wasn't her baby and demanded to know what they'd done with her daughter. Port Charles was anything but quiet this Tuesday, as heartache and chaos rippled through the halls of General Hospital. Secrets stirred, old wounds reopened, and one woman's fragile hope shattered like glass on a tile floor. For Sasha Gilmore, it was supposed to be a moment of joy, of redemption, even. Instead, it became a nightmare she couldn't wake from. The day begins with hope. The day began with a flicker of optimism. Sasha, after months of therapy, grief counseling, and long walks through her own emotional minefield, had been doing better. Her support system, Maxie, Brooklyn, and even a cautiously reconnected Cody, had seen her smile again. Just last week, Sasha had confided in Maxie, "Maybe I can finally open my heart again," when word came that a newborn had been brought in under unusual circumstances, and that the hospital needed a temporary volunteer guardian for the infant pending social services review. Sasha stepped forward. Everyone thought it was a good sign. Dr. Terry Randolph had been the one to gently approach her. "It's only temporary," she said. "But this little one could use some love right now." Sasha nodded. She thought maybe, just maybe, this was the universe's way of showing her a path forward. Baby in her arms, and so Sasha held the child. A tiny, swaddled baby girl with wisps of dark hair and the faintest cleft in her chin, just like Liam had. Sasha's breath caught. The memories surged fast and unbidden. Liam's birth, those agonizing weeks in the NICU, the unbearable decision, and the hollow echo of goodbye. But she held it together. "You're safe," she whispered to the baby, rocking her gently. "I've got you." Cody appeared in the doorway, hesitant but unable to stay away. He watched as Sasha sat in the rocking chair near the window, sunlight catching in her hair. "You look peaceful," he said, tentative. "For the first time in a long time," she replied. "I feel like I have purpose again." But peace was short-lived in Port Charles. A mistaken identity. Down in the hospital records office, Nurse Dina was reviewing intake files when something caught her attention. 2 babies had been admitted within minutes of each other. One was a Jane Doe from a roadside birth, the other a newborn transferred from Mercy General following a domestic situation. Both were female, both unnamed, and somehow, in the scramble, their ID bands had been swapped. "Oh no," Dina muttered, scrambling to make calls. Upstairs, Sasha was humming softly when a frantic nurse Monica burst in. "Sasha, I need you to hand me the baby." Sasha stood protectively. "Is something wrong?" "There's been a mix-up," Monica said carefully. "We gave you the wrong baby." "What do you mean wrong?" Sasha's voice was ice and thunder. "This baby, she's not the one you were supposed to take in." But Sasha was already backing away, clutching the baby. "No, no, I don't believe you. She's mine." "She's not, Sasha," Monica said gently, stepping closer. "And I need to take her now." "No," Sasha cried, the dam breaking. "You don't understand. This feels right. I know her." Tears spilled down her cheeks as Cody stepped between them, his voice calm but firm. "Sasha, listen to me. Just listen. We'll figure this out, okay? But you need to let the nurses do their job." Heartbreak, raw and real. The transfer happened quickly. Too quickly. One moment Sasha was holding the baby girl to her chest, whispering lullabies, and the next, she was gone. Sasha collapsed to her knees, her sobs echoing through the pediatric wing. Why does this keep happening to me? She wailed. Why do I keep losing them? Dr. Randolph knelt beside her, her voice full of sympathy. You didn't do anything wrong. This was a mistake, a terrible, heartbreaking mistake. But you've been so strong, Sasha. You've come so far. But the pain was fresh, unbearable. Sasha trembled as if her body could no longer hold the grief inside. She looked like Liam, she whispered. She felt like him. I thought God was giving me another chance. Cody helped her to her feet and into a nearby waiting room, where Maxie and Brooklyn rushed in upon hearing what happened. Maxie's eyes were wide with concern, and Brooklyn took Sasha's hand. We're not going to let you fall, she said. Not again. Meanwhile, the other baby, in a quiet corner of the hospital, the real baby meant for Sasha was being reunited with her correct records. She was safe, but the moment had passed, the damage done. A simple administrative mistake had reopened a wound Sasha had worked so hard to heal.